Hey, y'all. It is VSG Jen. I am actually 1 week post-op today. I made a video when I was down in Tijuana, but I'm not uh, computer computer illiterate. But when it comes to transferring videos and stuff like that, it's just not worth it. The hassle figuring it out. So, I had VSG with Dr. Elias Ortiz down in Tijuana, Mexico, June 14th of this year. So 1 week post-op. My highest weight was, it's like 254. I'm not really doing the point thing. I know I've lost 25 in here. I'm not doing the point thing. I lost 25.5 pounds. And I know that because on my phone it does go by, I did enter the decimal in there. So in future updates, I will probably give the decimal, but today I'm just not going to. So my experience down there with a lighter me. Pretty great. I flew into San Diego. I got picked up by the driver Pepe, which he is awesome. He like was giving us tours as we were going and showing us what's what. So immediately we went to the hospital, and my son is outside. I don't know why. To have our blood draw and our EKG done. And then they took us back to the hotel and we got our room, and then we went across the street to Fonda Argentina restaurant, just a little group of us, and we have their beef broth, which was pretty good, but the two gentlemen at the table ordered steaks. I wanted to lick their steaks. I don't think they would have appreciated that, but that's what I wanted to do. So I went back to the hotel. My pickup time was 10:30, so actually very prompt in picking me up, although I was the only one going at that time. My other two friends were already there at the hospital. And I say friends, they're the ones that I had been talking to prior to us having the surgery, because we were having it done on the same day. They're not my actual, I knew them before all this type friend. I did have strep throat 2 weeks before surgery, so I was concerned about that. And then I had a little upper chest cold or bronchitis that I didn't go to the doctor for, but it cleared up. It all cleared up before I had surgery. So 10:30 pickup time took me to the hospital. It took them a couple tries to get an IV, but that happens to me here. I'm not. He actually told me my skin was tough. I broke the tip of the catheter when he was trying to put it in. So I ended up having a total of 3 IVs, because both infiltrated in my hand, and then finally got it, the last 12 hours for my arm. So I'm not quite sure what time I went back for my surgery. It was between 4:30 and 5:30. I don't know. I just got so freaking nervous when they told my roommate that after she was taken back 30 minutes, I was taken back. So I went back. The anesthesiologist was awesome. I remember really nothing. I remember dry heaving because of the anesthesia, and the nurses there. Pablo was on top of it. And then, I mean, really, I don't remember anything that night. And I'm kind of glad that I had it later in the day. That way I was able just to sleep through the night. I woke up here and there, like they would come in, give pain meds, and all that good stuff. So I was there that night. I was there the following day, did some walking. I didn't really have gas pain, and I am amazed because when I had my gallbladder taken out, that gas pain was unreal. Crazy kid. I did have hiccups, not like one after another, just kind of here and there, and that kind of hurt. I did bring a heating pad, so I just kept that on me. He's playing with water. Like, we live in Michigan, and the water's like really, really cold here coming out of the faucet. It's not like Florida to where it could be tolerated. It's like cold in the football and water. Not quite sure what he's doing. Okay. So that would be Wednesday. I had the surgery. So Friday morning, where we were released, and we went back to the hotel, and we were on the medical floor. I did travel by myself, but the two ladies that I made up with, they did not make me feel like I was alone. So that was just so appreciated. Like if they went out for dinner or whatever, they invited me to go with and stuff like that. So went back to the hotel. I'm not sure. By the time we got there, it was probably got there, got our rooms. I did have to wait for my room for like an hour and a half. So I wasn't too happy about that because I just wanted to shower and lay down. So as soon as I got my room, which they're very nice rooms, I took a shower, laid down, took like a 3-hour nap. I got up, ordered some apple juice and chicken broth, ate that, and then I went back to bed. I did take a pain pill just to help me sleep. Like my back was sore, and I was starting to have like gas pains in my tummy gas pains. And I took the Gas-X strips, but it seemed mostly like drinking gave me gas. So I can take about 3 sips and then I would let it hit and see how I did. Burping a lot. Oh my God. And I farted. And it relieved so much gas pressure. That was like the best feeling fart. Thank God I didn't have to share my hotel room with anybody. Okay, so Saturday, me and one of my sleeve sisters, we went and got a pedicure for $15, and we went to the pharmacy down there, and I got some like antibiotics, some pain pills. I got B12 shot injections. That's redundant. B12 injections. Oh, I immediately developed thrush, so I got something to take care of that. I just took my last pill yesterday. I think that was it. I didn't really get a lot of meds because I didn't get, omeprazole down there. They had like 2 huge bottles, I think, for like $30 or whatever, but they can't beat my prescription. I pay for a month's supply 71 cents. So, I just didn't feel the need to get that. So, Sunday I flew home. Not too happy with Delta right now, but they made me miss my connecting flight in Minneapolis, so I had to stay the night over in Minneapolis. I cried. I just wanted to be home with my boys. I miss them. So I got home the next morning at, afternoon at about 12:30. Never felt so good to be home. And I've been doing good. Today I actually start full liquids. So I had my protein shake this morning and it got me kind of full. I'm not sure. I can't really tell if I'm hungry or what's going on because everything's just a new sensation. But I've been getting in my liquids. Like, I don't have to take tiny sips. I can't take a huge gulp, but I don't have to take a tiny sip. I can take like a normal sip, and usually I take like um, three in a row, kind of space them out by a couple seconds, and I see how that feels, and I'm usually good. So I'm not having an issue getting in my water. It's just figuring everything else out, like incorporating the proteins and stuff. But it's easier now that I'm doing the protein shakes. I had tried a protein shake a couple days ago, and it just felt like a shit ton of bricks hit my stomach. It didn't hurt. It was just kind of uncomfortable, and I don't want to feel that again. But that was with the Premier Shake, and this morning I did my Inspire shakes, and that felt very good on my tummy, but it filled me up. So I think after I make this video, I'm gonna have some soupy grits, and just to get something food in my stomach. I am starting to get God. The damn food commercials on TV. Holy smokes, man. I close my eyes. It's like every other commercial is a food commercial. And when you haven't chewed on something in over a week, it was, I'm pretty sure, making me hungry. So that has been my journey so far. I would definitely recommend Aligner Me in Tijuana, Mexico with Dr. Elias Ortiz. There's some other physicians there that do the weight loss surgery, but he was the chief one, and he was the one who I wanted to go with. So I am excited today. I start full liquids. It'll be nice to have just something a little thicker in my stomach, so I'm not pushing anything. So we'll see how we do. I'm not 100%. I would say I'm realistically 80% back. I just get tired and need to sit down, so I'm not pushing myself at all. It's probably from lack of food. I was just drinking like chicken broth and water and some G2, but I need something in me to give me energy. So we'll see how this, I don't know, I'm either making cream of wheat or the grits. Probably the grits because they're sounding really good right now. So I will, probably next week, I'll probably for a little while do 1 week updates. So everybody take care.